All right, get ready for this. Today we're going deep on how to build something from nothing.
Really?
Yeah, we're talking that hustle mentality,
Okay, got it.
like
Yeah.
turning empty pockets into an empire,
Uh-huh.
the art of empty-handed wolf snatching.
Okay, I like that.
It's kind of like that joke, the one where the guy marries his son off
Oh, yeah.
to Bill Gates' daughter, just by knowing the right people.
Classic.
Exactly.
That joke, it really explains what we're talking about. It's seeing the potential when others just see limitations. Using your smarts to get ahead without having a bunch of money to start with.
Right, so we're not talking about, like, shady deals or shortcuts.
Right.
It's more about, like, creative problem solving, seeing those opportunities that most people miss.
Yeah, that's it. Resourcefulness, thinking strategically, and yeah, maybe a bit of street smarts doesn't hurt.
I like it.
And honestly, I've seen this happen a lot.
Okay.
Let me tell you about some real-world examples I've seen firsthand.
Okay, I'm ready.
So picture this. I was walking by a supermarket one day,
Okay.
and I saw this guy selling prepaid phone cards,
Right.
and there's a huge crowd. Like, people were practically throwing money at him.
Wow, what was the deal? Was there some crazy promotion going on?
He was selling these cards with, like, bonus talk time, which was a really big deal back then. He was buying them wholesale and making a pretty good profit on each card. Now, a lot of people would look at that and think, I missed out.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
But not this one young man I knew.
Okay, sounds like he had that empty-handed wolf snatcher mentality. What did he do?
He didn't try to compete directly or put a lot of money down up front. He went straight to the seller and made a proposition.
Right.
He said, hey, let me sell these cards at another entrance to the supermarket. We'll split the profits.
Wow, smart move. Minimizing risk and learning the business at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. He got to test things out without investing a lot of money and was learning from someone who was already doing well.
Love that. Okay, another example.
Okay, so this one's about a friend of mine. He decided to open an insole shop.
Insoles.
Yeah, good quality stuff. But the shop's location was terrible.
Oh, yeah.
Almost no foot traffic.
I've been there. You're looking at all your costs just sinking. What did he do?
He was stuck with all this inventory, so he had to think outside the box.
Okay.
He saw that internet cafes were popping up all over the place, packed with people sitting there for hours.
Right.
And you know what happens when you sit for hours.
Sore feet and legs.
Exactly. So what did he do? He ditched the store.
No way.
He became a mobile insole salesman. He'd load up a cart with insoles, leg massagers, anything people could use for relief, and just go from cafe to cafe.
Wow, so he literally gave his products legs.
Yeah.
Straight to his target market? Oh,
Did. This next one is all about seeing those simple things in the market and efficiencies that are everywhere. I grew up out in the country.
Okay.
Potatoes, they were dirt cheap.
Yeah.
Mostly used them for animal feed. But in the city, good potatoes. Everyone wanted them.
Okay, so I'm seeing the opportunity here.
I had my family bring some of our potatoes into the city, just a small sample to some vegetable vendors. They were amazed at the quality, the taste, and they were ready to pay a lot more than I could get back home.
So you became the potato middleman, connecting the country supply with the city demand.
Right. But here's the thing. I got those buyers before investing in a huge shipment. I rented a truck, went back to my hometown, bought the whole truckload, and spent the day delivering them to the vendors in the city.
Nice. So you made sure there was demand before you took on any risk.
Yeah.
That's a classic empty-handed wolf snatcher right there.
It is. Okay, this next one is about making the most of what you already have. A lot of Chinese restaurants are only open for lunch and dinner, right?
Mm-hmm.
Breakfast hours, completely unused. This guy I know, he saw that as a missed opportunity.
Unused space is basically wasted money, right? What did you do?
He went to a restaurant owner and offered to rent the space.
Okay.
Just for those unused breakfast hours.
I like where this is going.
He then made a deal with a few local breakfast food vendors.
Okay.
The usual suspects. Soy milk, buns, dumplings.
Yeah.
And he got them to supply him with fresh food.
So he created a pop-up breakfast place without actually owning a restaurant.
Exactly.
Genius.
The restaurant was making extra money without doing anything. The vendors had a new place to sell their food, and he was running a low-cost breakfast spot. Everyone wins.
A total win-win-win. And I'm guessing that little breakfast operation grew, didn't it?
Oh, yeah. Once he saw it worked, he brought his family in to help run the first spot and started doing the same thing with other restaurants. Before long, he had a whole network of breakfast places, all without owning a single restaurant himself.
That's amazing. It's really amazing, how these empty-handed wolf snatchers,
Yeah.
they just see a need and boom, they create a solution. Like out of thin air.
They do.
Entrepreneurial alchemists, I swear. Okay, what other examples do you have?
All right, so this one is all about bridging the gap. There was this guy, he realized that real estate agents and insurance agents
Okay.
always had to look sharp, professional. Suits, basically a uniform for them.
Right. Image is everything in those jobs.
Exactly. But custom suits, they can be expensive. So this guy found a tailor, super talented, but not very well known, struggling to get clients. He worked at a good price for bulk orders. And then he went to all those real estate and insurance offices, offering them a better way to, upgrade their wardrobes. Convenient and affordable.
So he became the suit guy, like the fashion connector.
He saw it as more than just suits, though. He started offering custom shoes, high-quality shoe polish, basically everything they needed to look the part.
You built a whole system around that one need. Clever. Okay, what's next?
All right, this is a perfect example of finding solutions where everyone wins. Think about hotels, especially during their slow season. Tons of empty conference rooms.
Right.
And then you've got insurance companies, big corporations, always needing space for training.
Okay, I see where this is going. He connected those two things.
Yep. He knew he could link up those hotels with the companies who needed the space,
Yeah.
negotiated lower rates with the hotels, because, hey, some income is better than none.
Right, right.
Then he took those discounted rates to the companies, saved them money on their training spaces.
Win-win for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm noticing a theme here. These empty-handed wolf snatchers, they're all about creating value by connecting things that already exist in, like new and innovative ways.
Yeah, that's it. And here's another one. This guy, he realized that restaurants, especially ones that are near each other, they were all buying their ingredients separately, missing out on those bulk discounts.
So he came in with a solution.
He went up to a restaurant owner and said, hey, let me handle your purchasing.
Okay.
By combining orders from multiple restaurants, he could get much lower prices from the wholesalers. Restaurants saved money, the wholesalers sold more, and he got a small cut.
The ultimate middleman. Creating value for everyone involved. All right, give me another one.
Okay, this is a great example of what we call content marketing. I was working with this health clinic,
Sure.
and they were struggling, having trouble attracting patients.
Yeah, tough spot. How did they turn things around?
The owner, he was really into healthy eating.
Okay.
He had this idea to create a booklet, all about nutrition, healthy living, full of useful tips that people could actually use.
Sounds like a great resource. But how did that bring in patients?
That's where the empty-handed wolf snatching comes in. On the back cover of the booklet, he had a section for local businesses to advertise. House cleaning, moving companies, dog walkers, all sorts of things.
Okay.
He charged a small fee to be included, which covered the printing costs and then some.
So he created something valuable for potential patients and brought in extra money by selling ad space. Double win.
Exactly. People liked getting free information. The clinic got more exposure. The local businesses got their name out there. Everyone benefited.
Brilliant. Content marketing at its best.
Yeah.
Right. What else you got?
This one is, well, let's say a little more extraordinary.
Okay, I like where this is going. Tell me more.
A friend of mine in Taiwan, he told me about this guy. Deep in debt. Millions of dollars, no way out. And guess what saved him?
I'm on the edge of my seat. What was it?
He started selling, get this, hot spring eggs
Hot spring eggs.
at a popular tourist spot.
I've never even heard of those. What are they?
Basically eggs. But he claimed he cooked them in the mineral-rich waters of a hot spring.
Oh, okay.
Gave them special health benefits, or so he said. He packaged them all fancy, sold them as exclusive souvenirs.
So he sold the story, the idea of it.
Exactly. But here's the thing. Most people weren't buying them to eat. They were buying them as gifts to send home. And to make it even easier, he offered a delivery service.
Oh, wow.
Tourists could just place their order, give him their address, and boom.
So he tapped into that gifting culture, made it super convenient, and turned something simple like eggs into a hot ticket item.
Yep. He paid off millions in debt, less than a year. That's the power of presentation, convenience, and knowing your market. All right, one last story for you.
Get me.
This one is all about building a solid business from scratch. Using information as your biggest asset. We're talking birthday cakes.
Cake. Always a good topic. But how do you empty-handed wolf snatch a cake empire?
This guy, he figured out that to have a successful cake business, you need a steady stream of customers.
Makes sense.
And to do that, you got to know when people's birthdays are.
Okay, I'm with you. How did he do it?
He focused on the smaller things people buy more often. Pastries, cookies, offered discounts, promotions. But here's the catch. To get the deal, customers had to give him their name, phone number, and their birthday.
Clever. People love a good deal. They're happy to share for that. So he's building up this whole database of birthdays, but he doesn't actually own a bakery, right?
Nope. He partnered up with bakeries that were already established, got them to make the cakes for him at wholesale prices. His real focus was the delivery side, building those customer relationships.
So he outsourced the baking and put all his energy into making things smooth and easy for his customers. Smart.
Right. He'd send birthday reminders, give people personalized cake options, made the whole ordering process a breeze. He built a loyal customer base by taking away all the hassle.
He created a whole cake empire, all based on information, relationships, and knowing how to delegate. That's amazing.
It is, yeah. And after hearing all these stories, I think there's a common thread that ties them all together.
Okay, I'm always up for a good mindset shift. What is it? What makes these empty-handed wolf snatchers so successful?
Resourcefulness. They don't let a lack of money hold them back. They find creative ways to use what's already out there, whether it's space, someone else's products, even just information.
They're also great at observing things.
Yes.
Right? Seeing those little frustrations, those things that people need but aren't getting, the opportunities everyone else is missing.
Exactly. And they aren't afraid to try things out, experiment, fail quickly, and adjust. They're always on the lookout for those partnerships where everyone benefits.
It's like they see the world as this big puzzle, and they're constantly looking for the missing pieces, the connections that can make something new and valuable.
I like that. It's not about being sneaky or taking advantage. It's about seeing potential where others just see roadblocks.
So for our listeners out there who might be feeling stuck, like they don't have what they need to chase their dreams, what's the one thing you would tell them?
Start by looking at what you do have. It might not be money or connections, but maybe it's a skill, a passion, an idea, a network of friends, or even just a unique way of looking at things.
Because sometimes the most valuable thing you have is that willingness to see the world differently, to ask those what-if questions, and believe that you can create something incredible even if you're starting with nothing.
Exactly. Empty-handed wolf snatching. It's not just a business strategy, it's a way of life. It helps you turn limits into opportunities and challenges into successes.
This deep dive has been so inspiring. It reminds us that success is possible for anyone who's willing to think outside the box and put in the work.
My pleasure. Just remember, the world is full of possibilities, waiting for someone with the vision to see them and the courage to grab them. So go out there and start snatching.